Let's take a look at the second top tier deck that we're going to be peering at today. I like this kind of deck a lot more than I like red deck wins, just because it's a game that has, or a deck that has more gameplay. Wow, oh my god, this... Hold on. You have two chairs that individually cost more than my computer. Dude, I spend so long every day in my chair that, I mean, it's just infinitely more worth it to just have a good chair. I spend a shitload on a mattress, a shitload on a chair. You should too. But yeah, so the gist of this deck is things like Dream Trawler, Absorb for counters, a pair of Thassa's Intervention to counter and draw. Sweepers! We also have the Choker Twins, Narset and Teferi to shut things down. The early game, I think, is fascinating. We have 4 Birth of Meletises, which is turning out to just be an extremely potent answer to a variety of the problems that some of these control decks have, like just not quite having enough land to get to some of our high end. Over in the sideboard, we have some really interesting options in the control mirrors. Narset, Elspeth, Sun's Nemesis, Agent of Treachery, Mystic Dispute, Heliod's Intervention. I don't know what the Sorcerous Spyglass is for. There's a whole lot of anti-control tech with Dovin's Veto, Mystical Disputes, Narset, Elspeth, Agent, Heliod. This is kind of due to just how many Azorious Controls are in existence right now. And of course, Aether Gust and Devout Decree against the RD dubs. I like control decks a lot because I like to know where I'm going. I like to be able to say, here's the 4 cards I try to win the game with. Hey, Vwem, thanks for the 5 gifties, ma'am. And also there was some recent ones that came in that I didn't get the chance to say hi to because I was busy trying to fix all of my shit. Also interesting to see just one Banishing Light in here. Banishing Light looks like such a potent removal card, you know? It looks like just such a good, versatile, solve all our issues kind of thing. But one thing to note about Banishing Light is that there's a lot of Azorious Control, which means there's a lot of Teferi time Revelaries. Alright, we see a Stormfist Crusader. I'm gonna do like this. Just gonna keep shutting the shit down. Man, I've sat in that other chair for like so many years that like, God, you love to see it. Let's go ahead and send that guy back.
I know my responsibility.
I am annoying. Ah, yes, a Birth of Meletis. I wonder why. Well, I think it's pretty important to get this one down. And I think the right play is to go for the scry. I think we plus here, scry at end of turn. That's a really nice one to get. Maybe we don't scry end of turn. This is looking very, very Ember Cleavy. Hello. What's also nice about Heliod's Intervention is it can destroy artifacts.
Enough.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm probably gonna have to do this, even though I don't really want to. Maybe this, I actually should have done the scry. I'm not super sure. Temple of Enlightenment really, really hurts. I'm gonna do this again.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
Probably actually this one, because this guy can keep buffing itself. Alright, and then we have the Omen of the Sea. Great. Shatter the Sky. You love to see it. You love to see it. Goodbye, my friend. See, look at how nice this is as a stabilizer. We get the planes, we then get to deny 3 damage here. 4 damage! Heals for 2 at the end. This is just such a nice card. Does that kill us? I mean, it shouldn't kill us. We'll take some pain here. Ding along. And ding. Whoa, this has a Labyrinth of Skophos in it? Oh, shit. Well, I'm gonna want that one. That one's tight. Hell yeah. Look at the gaining 2 life. Ah, feels great. You'll love to see it. Alright, let's nuke some shit. Narset's probably right here.
Mind and thought meditate and prepare.
You know, Elspeth Conquers Death looks pretty good here. You know, it looks pretty good. You love to see it. You love to see it. Ooh, it's some good looking bone crushing. Okay. Dream Trawler or Elspeth Conquers Death. Very, very, very well. Okay, so I'm going to do this first. We're going to see if we can maybe get another Elspeth Conquers Death. Get that one out of there. That's good. No creatures. No ability to cast a creature. Because we have the... Where'd my absorb go? Did I not click upon an absorb? What the hell just happened here? I swear to God, I thought I saw myself select an absorb. Did I not click on an absorb? Oh my God, the pain. I thought that I just did the minus. And I got another, I thought I had an absorb somewhere in here. What? Oh my God. Brain malfunction. This is so embarrassing. Now.
Trust me. You'll thank me later. Let's try this.
Dream Trawler. Phew! That was close. I almost had to face the repercussions of my decisions. Whew! I don't know how that happened, but it did. You know what? I'm not ashamed of it. At least that much.
Loyalty.
Longer. Stand by and watch.
Something back.
Oh, I've done the hero thing.
Things are singing, man. I'm just gonna keep up a giant Thassa's Intervention. I did it. I'm the best. Je suis le best. Alright. Alright, the Narsets are obviously not especially great here. Very dangerous against a control deck. Thassa's Interventions have some mediocrity to them. I feel like I want this, and I want this destroy black or red creature, and I think I also want the triple Aether Gust, I think. But I'm actually not 100% sure if I do want the triple Aether Gust. I mean, it gets the Embercleaves out of there. But I'm not sure what I would then want to remove. Maybe we'd argue the Thirst for Meaning is a little suspect here. Just get our good value cards. I think. Looks good to me. Well, maybe it looks less good because I don't have the double blue. But I do have the Aether Gift. We're just going to get the blue right off the top here. Really? Am I getting bing-bonged here? Okay. This might be a quick game. You know, it goes to show how important that second blue is. This guy gets pumped. I mean, we're basically Shatter the Sky or bust. You never really want to be in a situation where you're doing nothing but calling one time for the only card that really helps you stay alive. Yeah, I shouldn't have kept this. Have I ever tried going Mythic and Limited? Never have I ever. Excuse me. Looks good to me. I don't have double blue again, but it's fine, you know. Hey, 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 mamma mia, we draw the blue. Alright, here comes the night of the... Oh, you know what? I don't give a shit. Despair not, for I care not. I'm Sean Plot. Beep. It's time to trawl for some dreams. Here he is. It's me, it's Teferi. I have it. I have a Teferi now. Now I am running a pair of Heliod's Interventions, so I can destroy that and an Embercleave in an instant. Whew. But now, this just turns off the activated abilities. Good, good. It doesn't turn off anything else. By the way, notice what we're up against is kind of the same thing that I was talking about, that I was worried about for my own. Yeah, I think it's a good time to do this. This is the stuff that I was talking about for my own mono-red deck. My opponent stopped me from having a card, turned off my Teferi, and now at turn 3 there was just like no play, you know? Probably want some more juice. Like, we're at 22 health and we're about to play a Dream Trawler. We have a Castle Ardenvale and a Labyrinth of Skophos in the hand. Probably coulda, shoulda, woulda played Skophos here, you know. I always worry in an aggro deck when there's not aggressive things, but reactive denial things that get overly sideboarded in here. It's time to pump him up. This would have been incroyable to have last turn. But I didn't do it because I'm a dum-dum. Now, if my opponent has an Embercleave, hilariously, that cannot be cast at instant speed. Once again, Teferi being down prevents the Embercleave from coming down. Because my opponent can only cast spells anytime they could cast a sorcery. This turns off active abilities, not passive or mana abilities. Meow. Health is just a number. Oh, yeah. Play this so we can just Skophos away this. This is an incredible tech card. Noxious Grasps. The Teferi. Look at how much this deck owns. Important question from Yanish. Does the +1 of Teferi counter the +1 of another one? So in other words, this one says, until your next turn, you may cast sorcery spells as though they had flash. So my sorcery spells now have flash. In addition to that, if my opponent has a Teferi, each opponent can only cast spells anytime they could cast a sorcery. So it gives flash to things that can only be cast at a time at which they have a sorcery. What the fuck? His sentence got away from me. If my opponent has a Teferi, I can give my sorcery speed spells flash, but then they still may only be cast any time that I could cast a sorcery. So it doesn't get around it. It's very specific wording. Flash lets you cast at instant speed. But if you can do something at instant speed, and then there's another spell saying you can only cast things at sorcery time, that second one overrules it. Now, I don't know what happens if one says you may cast any spell at any time. I don't think there is any card like that. Notepad. To do today. Oh yeah, I gotta get my suits tomorrow. Contact Herman Miller about the busted Aeron. Save. I really don't know what to think about this, so I'm going to hang on to it. Woo! Vidalcan Orrery. Let's read that. Vidalcan Orrery. What the fuck? There's an orrery. Oh, it's in Conspiracy. That doesn't count. You may cast non-land cards and hands over a flash. Okay, so that doesn't apply. That doesn't apply. Because I'm speaking very literally. I do not know of a card that says you may cast a spell anytime you want. There are spells that say, give this thing flash, which is the giving of a specific capability to a card. Which is very different from the language. You can do shit whenever the fuck you want. Give me a plains. Hey. Also, Leyline of Anticipation. That says flash. All these cards say flash. And what I'm saying is that there are cards that say flash, but there are no cards that say, and I quote, you may cast spells whenever you want, end quote. Isn't flash that exact same meaning?
Show remorse. I'll protect you.
Get out of here! Oh, it's time for some Sky Shatter in action. Do it whenever you want. Sounds like it would be a very unglued thing. Some shit happened, and I had a bunch of work calls just like flood in, and I was like, not work calls, work stuff. I'm going to crack for blue here because the Birth of Meletis are going to be the ones snatching my planes. Let's go ahead and plus this so we can Shatter the Sky
More like it.
on the next turn. Discard that stuff. Yeah, the language in Magic the Gathering is really fascinating. Are there any buffs? Great. Yep, do whatever you want. Can you change your pet to the owl for my 1-year-old? Buffalo Phil, if you help explain to me how to do that, I'll happily do it, man. If your 1-year-old loves owls, we gotta get the owls in there. Oh. Are there two Can someone check on the deck list that's on the screen right here? Are there two Labyrinth of Skophos is on it? Just one? No! No! Why are you caps locking me? Get out! Oh! Heliod's intervention. Very, very nice. This is an extreme good card. May your weak mind crumble. I'm like so excited to gain twice X life, you know what I'm saying? Caps lock is cruise control for cool, man. I haven't heard that phrase in ages, Acrail. I'll take that damage. I'm not going to intervene yet because I want to look at the talkbacks cards. I want to get some incredible shit in here. Dream Trawler's good. Absorb is perfect. I don't even need to worry about this, right? I just, like, Shatter the Sky, and then I have the Absorb up, and we're great. I love that I can gain twice X life with this thing, man. Ooh, yeah. Perfect. Hello. Yeah, so I think that I get rid of the Thirst for Meanings and the Narsets, and these are the 5 that I ditch-a-roni, in favor of putting in the Devout Decrees, the Heliod's Intervention, a pair of Aether Gusts. I don't think I can squeeze in this 3rd Aether Gust without cutting something that I actually care about. Is that true? Am I full of it? Maybe I can get an Elspeth Sun Nemethith. Doesn't really seem to do much. Man, this chair feels like slightly marginally different than my other Herman Miller Aeron, the broken one. I mean, I guess. This is very uncomfy. These are 2 tap lands coming in. Ugh. 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 Sean, where do you get your chairs? I get my chairs the same place as everyone else. Amazon. Alright, so let's see here. Do I want to Devout Decree this, or do I want to Omen of the Sea? I think I'm Omen of the Seeing. So we're going to take some pain here. That must make for quite a big box when delivered. It's a huge box. It's like the biggest box ever. I sit in this chair like all day. I was actually having some back problems when I would go sit on my sofa. I think I have to just let this resolve. I was having some back problems when I was sitting on my sofa. And that's, so I took one of the Herman Miller Aeron chairs. There's normally just 2 here back in the computer room. And then I just moved it out to the living room. So I go from a Herman Miller Aeron here at my computer, back out there. When I watch TV, I sit in that. It's like so good. Even though this is a 1-mana card, I think it's absolutely correct to send the Knight of the Ebon Legion back.
Sorry I'm late.
The fuck out of there.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Has no utility as a card, and, you know. Yeah, definitely the chair and the mattress, like I was saying before, the 2 biggest purchases I've made with this house. Oh no! And a bomb. So if I just peel a land here, we just are a god. What a tease! 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I got this.
I know I have land in here somewhere. Ooh, my opponent tried to be cute. And kill my thing first, and then Ember Cleave. But instead, my opponent just threw the entire game. Why didn't the Double Strike kill you? Because my opponent waited until after the first strike damage phase with this guy, and then cast the Ember Cleave, giving double strike to a creature once my opponent had passed through the first strike phase. So only the regular strike damage applied. But we didn't get there anyways. My opponent lives to see another day. Mercy, my lord. Let's see. I'm pretty happy with these choices. Oh, I see what happened. I'm sorry. My opponent actually did an extremely sophisticated technical play, and I'm a fucking idiot. My opponent waited for first strike damage to go through, killing Teferi, at which point my opponent was able to cast the Ember Cleave at instant speed, and that's why it only got through half the damage. The number of times that I whiff on the fact that Teferi can, in fact... Oh my god. That's an issue. This is a huge issue. That helps. That helps a bit. Sure. It's about to be an Aether Bust. Alright, what now, lizard? I hate reptiles. I'm a bird person. I absolutely love birds. Birds are fucking awesome, dude. Not gonna tell a lie, man. Birds are just so hyped, dude. I L-O-V-E love motherfucking birds, man. Absolute bird fan. Start to finish, front to back. I love birds, alas alack. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be like, boop, and then doop, and then we're going to do this. Yes. It's like so perfect. God, this is going to feel so good. Watch this. Opponent draws. Aether Butts. ILS Alexa, did I hear my name for some reason? I didn't realize you were here, ILS Alexa. I just said I, alas, alack, kind of ruminating to myself a little bit, and then, you know, there you go. You just, woo, just showed up. You got straight up Beetlejuice, man. Oh. Not that I actually significantly do care. Not that I actually do. Because I have Heliod's Intervention. Crack for blue. Doesn't rhyme like crack for black does. And I'm a big rhyming fan. What I need is something that costs 3 mana. Like a Dismember Cleave. Get thee gone! God, I love birds so much. I had 2 parakeets as a kid. I had a green parakeet and a blue parakeet. They were awesome. They would just be very excited people and poop on everything. I did it. I won the Everything I've Ever Wanted award. Lameo, he thinks birds are real. I know birds are just governmental spy systems, you know. The wool will never be pulled over my eyes. This one, please. Oh, I love conquering death with Elspeth. Unchained Berserker. Oh, you love to see it. Urgh.
You show remorse.
See you later, alligator.
I've done.
Oh, it's Thassa's. Thassa's Intervention. My God, the Fervent Champion's back. Birds work for the Azorious. Hey, anyone here ever play the Syndicate or Syndicate Plus? Is it time for that sweet post-combat Ember Cleave? Okay. Draw some cards. Bing, bong. Love Syndicate, man. Why? I would like this one, please. +1/+1. Syndicate is such a sweet game, man. Still have that Syndicate music stuck in my head sometimes. Dum 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 dum. Playing around angry at Rampage. Hey! Forgot to guess this because I'm a dum-dum. It's fine. We'll just keep drawing cards. Keep smashing nards. Get this one out. What now? Yep. Dude, this card is just so good. I love Lifelink. Lifelink is an awesome ability. I guess we absorb this. Although this could be an Angrat's Rampage. Because I've been wondering what this is. This has been getting held onto for like a bit. I'm gonna keep a scry stop here. You know. I don't feel like I need the scry stop anymore. Oh, every Dream Trawler should get a friend. Oh, this deck feels amazing. It feels so good. I love lifelinking. Lifelink, one of my favorite feels. How is that card not legendary? Because the only legendary thing here is me. I am a monument to vanity. Oh, Nightmare Shepherd not being legendary also boggles my mind. That is a good card. That's a good card. That's a good card that does good things. It's not very humble, Sean. I have no owl. If there's a way to get an owl, I don't know how to get it. I don't have an owl. I own all the cards and tend to just not really understand all the other systems around games. I really don't get a lot of customization systems. I think probably the best customization system experience that I've had, for me, is not this hand. It's Overwatch. I really like the way that the Overwatch customization system felt. I really like the way it felt, because like it's very clear what I'm doing at all points in time. You know what I mean? I didn't spend any money on it. I never bought it. But I just liked the, like, go to your collection, and then I can navigate to the hero, and then when I click on the hero, it shows me the options. Like, it was such a clear mental thought path for me. Like, ooh, what's a hero I like? Let me click on it, and here are the options of what I do have and what I don't have. And if I don't have it, now I have a clear goal for what I maybe might want to have. So it appears we're up against the Temur Reclamation deck, and the reason I say this is we obviously have the Temur colors, but we have 2 temples, and it's very difficult to run multiple temples of multiple colors unless you are a slower deck. This is probably a little bit more effective.
My vow to keep an open mind.
Probably can get Brazen Borrowed at end of turn, but I think that's fine. Okay. Oh, is it time to apply pain?
With thoughtfulness before
A
action.
Narset into Narset. Ah, the sheer arrogance.
Sorry I'm late.
Get out of here.
Got it.
Teferis are so very, very good. Oh, that hits fucking planeswalkers. Oh, it fucking hits planeswalkers. Says Planeswalker. Oh my god, Lurin, you're a genius! Lurin says this one, if you were going to do a set review for Unsanctioned, the new joke set that's coming out. When is it wait, what? Where's the spoilers? I need to do a full set review for Unsanctioned. Oh my god. Irma freaking Gerd. Dudes, guys, fellows, friends. We're going to chill here for a brief moment. February 28th, 2020? Shit. Absolutely fucking nope.
Past, present, and I have just the trick for this.
I will very, very play Teferi, get to +5, stay alive against all these Storm's Wraths. Can we just take a moment? Can we just take a moment to appreciate what that must have felt like? Can we just take a moment to appreciate the agony? Tapping out.
Meditate and prepare.
Let's try this.
Oof. That's good. I can't believe this card's just going to exist from here on out. Oh, I want to tap this card. Oh. Look and then put. Okay. Joyless Tavern says, was just on another stream of you, watching you critique the savageness of Skater Boy. Forgot about that. That song is the most demented, twisted shit I've ever heard. It's awful. It's just the most awful thing. We don't need to Shatter the Skies. This destroys artifacts and or enchantments, which seems valuable. I think that maybe what I don't want is the Birth of Meletis. These feel just a pinch too slow when I have such incredible cards as Heliod's Intervention, Aether Gust, Narset, Dovin's Veto. Do I want an Agent of Treachery? I don't think I want Mystical Disputes. There's not really that many. If I were to put the Mystic Disputes in... Yeah, I think I maybe just take these out. Problem with Thirst for Meaning is that I'm running so low on enchantments at this point. Okay. That's a very, very, very good hand. That's what we want to see. Yeah, I don't really think we need the Thirst for Meaning. Like, it's card draw that synergizes with having enchantments. It can also make Dream Trawler become insane. But it seems like if I'm cutting my Birth of Meletises, then, like, why? Am I right? So I'm going to play Teferi. I don't think there's any counters in the sideboard that this can do much with. I want to keep it above 4 loyalty because there's Storm's Wrath. Okay. We're going to chill for a bit because I want to be able to double counter in the hand. Ow. Huh? Alright. Omen of the Sea. Oh, my opponent counters it and I'm like, what? Ooh. Probably gonna do this. Ta-da! You can't draw anything and your life is worse.
Hone your prowess.
Probably a Teferi. Team of Reclamation, I believe, has counters in the sideboard. I don't know if it actually has counters in the main. I would be surprised if it has counters in the main. I'm definitely getting this puppy out, man. This guy's way, way, way strong on the board. In the side, 3 Mystic Disputes and a Negate. It's going to be on the list that we're piloting later. Ooh, I'm going to crack this, I think, for blue. I just want to have the bluest collection of cards I've ever had. Oh my god, Thassa's Oracle, of course. I keep viewing that as card draw because of how frequently it winds up just being card draw. Hello! My opponent made a horrible mistake. My Dovin's Veto resolves before expansion can properly target it. My opponent should have cast, and then when I Dovin's Vetoed, should have Thassa in response. God, this is just filth. I think the better play is just to send him back to the bin. My opponent doesn't know I have either of these absorbs in hand. And I just crack this to get the Dream Trawler or something else incredible. We're in a good enough position as is. Great. Opponent could potentially try to do some juicy stuff with this, but I have an Elspeth Conquers Death with an Absorb up and a single card in hand. Absolutely not. If Narset stays on the board, Cheetoos is completely dead. I think there's 2 other things in there. Or 2 total things in there, so. Hey, MH boy. Hope you're not a skater boy. See you later, boy. Ooh, you get to draw your 1 card for the turn. Narset allows it. Narset is disgusting. How many trawlers do we run? We run 3, but maybe it's correct to run 4. Alright, well, we're going to get a very, very sweet Teferi. Narset will hit it too often. That's a great observation. That with Narset, the 3 Narset, 3 Dream Trawler combination is particularly dope. Oh, dude, that's so funny. Fuck out of here, man. Here's why this is funny. the Narset just got bounced. We are immediately going to get a Teferi back, which we can then put the loyalty on. We can plus it. Now, because our Narset just got bounced, we can just replay the Narset. Which means that both of these Uro activations ain't gonna do nothing. Yeah. I'm gonna continue to play out these Lando Calrissians. Brazen Borrower, if it gets cast end of turn, because this Teferi died for whatever reason, we're still in grand old shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll play this. I'd love one. Mystic Dispute seems a little flaccid at this stage of the game. Probably the Omen of the Sea, right? Just get some scry draw going. Oh! Narset coming back to life. Oh yeah, oh baby. Another counter spell because we're just unfairly in the winning position here.
I've got time.
Just be the hugest Teferi's ever been. Azorious Control. Oh my god. It is just boa constriction. Start to finish. Also, my cat's meowing. Oh. If any of you haven't heard my analysis of Avril Lavigne's Skater Boy, it's just the most savage, heinous, horrible, like, I'm trying to find the right word, sadistic Machiavellian song. It's just this like person who's just absolutely shitting on the fact that this girl isn't dating her boyfriend anymore. I mean, it's just funny, man. Please don't beat Teferi. Please don't beat Teferi. Okay. Okay. You know, what are you gonna do?
Let's slow this.
Got a handful absorbs.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
I'm a douchebag, too.
Right on schedule.
I actually am going to utilize this, because I think that getting the card draw advantage is so significant. I have no idea what I'm going to have that can get rid of that Teferi, but... Meow! An entire deck of No Fun Allowed and 3 Dream Trawlers. Incredible. Damn right, Ang8811. Damn right. By the way, Ang, you've been hanging around a lot and typing in chat. And I just want to say you've been bringing me so much joy. It's just great to see you, Ang. You ask interesting questions. It's fun to have conversations with you. And we are F-U-C-K. Flicked.
Those who cannot hone your prowess.
Once Teferi, always Teferi. It's good to see you. Valero says, not to mention you have good taste in film. I don't know about that. I cannot confirm or deny if that's true. I'm not saying that Aang has bad taste. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that we can't necessarily know that with the given information. That's all I'm saying. You ever notice if someone really emphasizes something, it makes it just sound like they so clearly are into that thing.
I've done
you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I mean? Jelly bean? Well, farts. Yeah, no one main decks Dovin's Veto, you big liar.
That's more like it. Sorry I'm late.
Alright, I forgot about that. I truly did. This sucks. I want to start over again.
No,
this is horrible.
I am not making this up as
This is the
I
most
go.
horrible feeling. This is bad. I just killed one of my own Teferi. That's what happened. I just killed my own Teferi. I'm like, listen, I do not believe in snapping babies in half. I don't believe in doing that. Just like little baby carrots. I do not support that. I am against anyone who does wish to do that. It's just not me. People are like, oh, that guy snaps babies in half. Oh, I can't cast it on their turn. I better cast it on my turn. I want to die. Alright, we just fucking cell-phoned ourselves so fucking badly. Oh, shit. Get these shatters out of here. Get them out of here. The Birth of Meletis. Yeesh. Goodbye. Let's get some Heliod's Intervention. Let's get the Dovin, Veto, Spyglass, Narset, Agent Treachery, Mystic Disputes, and guess what? Elspeth, Thunthnemethith. I actually don't think I really want this Agent of Treachery in here. I don't think it does a lot of stuff. Welcome back. I hate Narset and Teferi, and I'm running both of them. I don't know what that says about me, but I'm going to get coffee while this game's firing up. It's me, the incredible Day 9, who never misplays into Narset and Teferi, ever. Did I put in 61 cards in this deck? Oh, shit, I must have accidentally double-clicked something when I meant to single-click something. Let's just... Hell yeah. Some card appears to have sneaky snuck in. Watch this. Here it comes. Big Omen of the Sea. Big Omen. Ah. Ooh, that's some real agony, man. That's this is just big crap. All right, who's gonna blink first? I don't think it should be me. I don't want to blink first. We need that unsanctioned review. There are some fun cards in there. Well, guess what? I'm a fun person, turkeys. I can combine my love of fun with the innate, natural, built-in fun. Now, I can't use it yet, but I have a plan to get around that.
I can no longer stand by and watch. I've got time.
Who has synergy now? Sigismund the 7th? Value. Make your dude big.
Might be a bad idea.
Embiggen him. I want you to never forget that I love to kill your shit. Bit by bit. Guy plays Teferi again. I burst into tears. Cheers for tears. You want to see something sick? Do you want to see something that will truly twist your tummy into knots? No, Day 9. I don't want a knotty tummy. Oh, the wordplay's getting sexy. Alright. Oh, first of all, boom. Nah, I'm doing this, man. Naughty time. I'm going to counter it, and I'm going to just slip it right on back up. This is probably not an appropriate motion to do when we're talking about a little kitty card game. It's a battle of the minds. I love the joke that Magic is a card game, a children's card game. Because I feel like everyone I know that plays it is in their 30s and 40s. I feel like it's an adult's card game where you get to pantomime being a child, but really you're trying to let out some repressed frustration from the workday. Grimvex is 37 and I play it. Hell yeah. Filet on Twitch, 36, checking in. Good to see you, Filet. Okay, I'm gonna play Teferi. I counted everything out. Boop. Hello. Dovin's Veto. Okay. It resolves. At least I have my Veto and my Mystic Dispute. Dubstep's Veto? Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yanish says, yikes, I'm 21 and I feel like I just took off my diaper. Maybe I did. That's what you did, Dewey. Dovin's Vita. It's time to Yeeta. Do you wanna Veto Dovin? Yes, I really think I do. Remember the Omen of the Sea? This is the Omen of the Sea. Oh, yeah. Probably not. I mean, this is already a little bit greedily. You hear my little kitten meowing? Meow. Father, meow. Oh, Father, meow. Oh, we have both our Castle Ardenvale. Oh, look at that. You love to see it. Become bonked. For 5 damage. Everyone hears Sheriff, you hear Sheriff, we all hear Sheriff for ice cream. You know what I'm talking about? You hear that little cat? Oh. Oh. Just agonizing little baby cat meows. Oh. Oh. Spell hurts me too. I think it's a pair of vetoes. Yeah. We got my Teferi here. I don't even know how that one got there, man. Probably an Elspeth Conquers death. Yeah. Ow, yeah. Alright, it's time to trawl for some dreams again. This card's good. This card's great. Who do we appreciate? Me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, we have enough to go absorb Thassa's intervention in case we get into some weird counter war. I think I just don't want to let that happen. I don't want Sigismund to have any opportunity to get anything. Is it another Dovin's Veto? Crunched. How did I get 61 cards in here? How the hell did that happen? Alright, I guess I just miscounted. I thought I had 59. Oh, that's right. I cut this one. Yeah, I don't like this as much as I like theirs for a meaning. I want the cheaper shit. That's what I thought I did. I thought I cut the Agent of Treachery. And then I was like, oh, I did some switchy-witchy do. Sometimes 61 cards is exactly what you need to bring your deck to the next level. Oh, man, Remstorm. Oh, Remstorm, your little heart, Remstorm. I want to get this as, I know you've life advice sometimes. I just broke up with my girlfriend, but I'm only 26. Should I focus on work/traveling/other stuff? I'm going to be so real with you right now. The worst part about a lot of types of loss, certainly more extreme versions like death, but also all the softer versions, breakups, friendships that were really important to you that faded away due to distance, projects that you were really excited about and then your work moved you to another project, or you switched jobs and you don't get to do thing XYZ anymore. I actually am going to smash this down, even though there could very likely be a Dovin's veto. I'm the best player here.
I adjust the trick for this.
Fuck. A lot of these types of loss cause a lot of pain, and I feel like it is very easy to begin to think about how to address the pain aspect. You know, like, oh, if you're feeling sad about this, don't be sad. You know, you hear that sort of stuff. Like, don't be sad. Oh, it's okay. You know, like, you do something to relax yourself, to ease the sadness. Maybe talk to a friend to ease the sadness. And I feel kind of strongly that just as important as, oh, man.
I know my responsibility.
Welcome back.
I got it.
There are so many mysteries that hone your prowess.
And I'll never get a land again. Probably don't need more cards with the Omen of the Sea. I think it's really important to find a replacement activity that's positive. I don't mean positive in the, like, we should be positive people, but like a replacement activity in that.
Here we go.
Probably don't need 2 Elspeth Conquers Death. Maybe this is a bad idea,
Keep an open mind.
Right on schedule. I've got
Cannot bounce anything anymore. Anyways, I think that as important as it is to treat some of those, like the negatives, the sads, try to deal with that, it's important to have like a replacement positive activity to do in that period of time. So let's take a common one. You have a friend group that you used to play games with, and you've just, you moved away, so you just lost this board game group. Okay, well, how many hours a week did you used to do that? I used to get up every Saturday, and we would hang out from like noon to dinner, and then we'd go home after dinner. It would be Saturday afternoons. Well, maybe you should find an activity that can like take up your Saturday afternoon time. White mana would be very helpful right now. I guess I should keep trying to find shit, but that's actually a very good one. Putting the Dream Trawler in the bin as much as that stinks. So I have an Elspeth Conquers Death. Find that replacement activity. When you're 26, it probably means you don't have kids or a lot of business or projects that might be detrimental if you did whatever the fuck you want. So I encourage you to just like go kind of do whatever the fuck you want. Thirst for cards. Thank God. This is a real beating, man. We're going to have a Heliod's intervention to be able to just nuke all of these to, like, regain control of the board. Hello, little meowing princess. Yeah, what's going on? You wanted to go on a walk, and I was doing my show, so I just didn't react? It must have been hard for you. Okay, like, I know that I have cards in this deck. Ta-da! It's fantastic news. I'm delighted to hear it. Come on. Yep. Yeah, right this way, little brown princess. Oh, yes. My little sweet kitten. Alright, never mind. Bum, ba-da-dum. Bum, 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 bum. Good, I've made use of my my crappy cards. God, this is tilting. I can do nothing. Show me what you got. A Dream Trawler. Alright. Teferi, Time Raveler. Won't you give? Won't you give a man? Give a man a plains. Doo-doo-doo. Draw 3 cards, then disco some cards, huh? I mean, this does stink. It does stink. Spyglass hit your own dudes. Yeah, it really does. Look at that. Absorb can hit more targets. That's why I didn't play it. If my opponent thought that I had... You know, I actually think I'm pretty fine with our sideboarding plan. Oh my god. Oh. We did it. We have double white. Heliod's intervention might become a twice X for life. Oh my gosh, yes. One time. Alright. This and this. And I'm actually going to blow this up because I just made such a mistake. I made such a mistake by declaring Teferi Time Raveler. Or even including it in this matchup. Get out of here. Come on, one time.
I have a plan.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Alright, I fucked up.
I have just the trick for this.
Alright, I should have left up enough absorb mana. I should have done that. I should have not popped the Narset. Ugh. This game's about to get real dumb. I don't actually have a way to deal with that army of 1/1s other than summoning an army of 1/1s. That's about what I got. I just put on Sandbag and Dream Trawler because I've been representing counters for an extremely long time, and Sigismund has been, in many cases, correctly playing around it. Beyond that, I mean, look at how losing we are right now. Look at how completely and utterly and totally screw-ronied we are. So our opponent actually just gave us a window to win, which is great news for us. We're very pleased to see it. I will +1/+1 this. That seems like the play. First, we crack for bleu, as we like to say. I could have named Castle Ardenvale. That would have been pretty smart, huh? With Heliod's intervention to gain twice X life, which is actually, like, relevant in this mirror matchup. This has been a really sweet match, I gotta admit. Way more interesting than our mono red versus mono red, where it's like, I'm gonna fucking Embercleave you, and the other guy's like, I'm fucking Embercleave you, and I'm like, oh, fuck, Embercleave me. Like, it's like such a stupid matchup sometimes. And here, this guy's like summoning 1/1s, and we're trying to like play around each other's counters and stuff like this. That is a-okay. Sort of surprised this deck runs 0 Scry Castles. It should run 4. I mean, we've been seeing them. We've been playing them. We got some... Unless you're talking about the opponent. Well, the opponent has it. I mean, we have Temples of Enlightenment. Everybody forgets about Narset. Open this card. Ooh, baby. It is a good day to scry. Please. Get it going. He means Mystic Sanctuary. Mystic Sanctuary. Oh, you mean this one. The other land that calls scry. Oh, yeah! I understand what you're saying. Everyone's got your back, the hippie. By the way, the hippie, if I can make one very minor request on your part, I've seen you type like 1 word, 2 words, 1 word, 3 words, and everything you're saying is great, but it winds up just like, you know, dividing the chat up. If I can ask you to, like, you know, maybe do like 4 to 6 words and then enter. Just to try to keep a little bit more. All right, bad habit from texting, working on it. Oh, dude, don't even worry about it at all, because I literally still do that. Even in my own channel. I'm actually the biggest offender here. In fact, I suck. Okay, wait a minute. Filippini is running the Gilded Goosey. Hey, surprise! Surprise! Has gifted another 5 for a total of 170. First of all, it's very thoughtful and generous of you. Surprise. Second of all, I want to just check in, make sure you're doing okay. Because I remember you were saying you were having some work and life struggle tube things going on. I just want to make sure that you weren't feeling any sort of obligation or pressure in terms of gifting subs and coming here and stuff like that. Because I know you've been showing up here regularly and hanging out. Would want to be supportive of that. Sigismund the 7th is in the chat. Hey, good game, man. We actually didn't have a counter for your Dream Trawler for many numbers of turns, Sigismund. So I think you may have been able to roasty toasty us with that. I hit it very, very well. But I think that you were still playing correctly with the summoning at Castle Ardenvales. Surprises. When I'm doing well, I like to spread the joy. When I feel blue, I beat it by spreading the joy. Oh, man, I'm real sorry that there's just been some blows being dealt your direction as of late. Do I really want to shatter the sky?
Here we go.
I sure damn do. So this is Bant. This is some Bant elemental stuff. Don't ever try that again. Ghost, are you sure it's audio before video? Like, tell me if this is better. Is this actually better, Ghost Darker? That would surprise me. Is this really better? Or does it look worse? Fibblethip the Lost. What? What even is a Fibblethip? Looks perfect. Oh, that does look better. Oh, well, okay. Well, that's surprising then. So there you go.
I'll protect you.
So, Bane of Life. Don't ask me twice. But anyways, you know, I am a big believer that increments of $5 is how I want this channel to be supported. Like, we did not have donations
I'm getting too old
actually ever on this channel. No, I guess there was a brief period where that did exist way back when. But really no donations, just subscriptions until bits came along. Because I kind of like the idea that if you give me $5 for a month, great. No, I don't think we're going to let that happen. That's great. The idea of like spiking for, you know, I feel like the difference between $5 or $20 or $50, all those people should just give $5 and then come to chat and like hang out and shit like that. I don't like the feeling of if someone does 20 and someone does 50 that there's maybe a false equivalence where someone's like, oh shit, well I guess I'm in a lower category or something like that. And so sub-gifting, I really like the idea of sub-gifting. You know, sub-gifting is, hey, let's...
This might be a bad idea.
You know, the whole idea of subscriptions where it's a participation thing. You subscribe, you're part of the community, you're a regular viewer. We hang out, we have, like, subscriber events. We have the greatest moderation team on the planet, Ghost Stalker. Cerebral, Kitty for Cats, Lady Lafice and others. I like that exchange, and I like the sub-gifting is like, hey, come on in, you get to be part of this experience. But I always want to check in whenever someone's gifting a lot of subs, you know, that they're not feeling some sort of pressure, like if you gift 5 and then you gift 5 and then you gift 5 and then one day you come in and you don't, and I'm like... That's actually great. That's actually totally fine. MH Boy, Gauntlet when I'm getting an update on the Gauntlet on Friday. Update on the Gauntlet on Friday. It won't be ready on Friday. I doubt it will be ready in February, but, you know, it's plugging along. Goodbye, my friend. Absorb's a good one. And as I say that, we have Surprise and Angel Fire 86 doing the gifties. Your regular support is always greatly appreciated, so thank you. Surprise, ever since I came down with my illness, I've been subject to a weird phenomenon where I was still getting paid as per my contract, but my health basically prevents me from going out and spending money. As such, I've been saving a fairly large amount of money. I don't feel pressured at all. I just like the idea of something I did perhaps making someone else's day a bit better. Well, that actually does make me feel a hell of a lot better. Like, because, you know, I think some of you know I played a shitload of poker. I almost wanted to go full-time poker after college, but was talked out of it by one of my professors, who I'm still deeply grateful to this day. See ya. And I saw people get into bad gambly-like habits with money, you know, and I just want to make sure no one gets into that sort of loop where they wind up, you know, sense of obligation, sense of obligation, sense of obligation, sense of obligation, just like keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. So obviously it's good for the Day 9 TV business if you subscribe and give subscriptions. It's like obviously, but you know, putting someone in a position where they might be feeling pressure just so I can get an extra $20 out of them doesn't really sit very well with me. And as I say this, Saltfish and Figbird each gifted 5. Well, hey everyone, thanks. And this is not an attempt at reverse psychology. Listen, I promise this is not an attempt at reverse psychology. I assure you, do not interpret this as reverse psychology. Oh, that guy's trying to fucking use reverse psychology, man. That guy's a piece of shit. Oh, that's so funny. Should start banning everyone that subs against. That's a great idea. Oh my god, look. Shock Tordanks just gifted 5 subs. Well, let me... I quickly have to make sure you don't get too excited. So, Ghost Stalker, give Shock Tordanks a 1-second timeout. Just give him a 1-second timeout. Show him what kind of business we run around here. Okay, Viper X 711 just gifted 5 subs. Ghost Stalker, just send a ban out, right? Just give a 1-second timeout, just to make sure. By the way, thanks so much, Dr. Tanks. It says, oh god, I've been reverse psychology. Well, at least that's what I can read. No one else can, because we deleted your message. What's even happening in this game? We're literally winning so hard. We have a Dream Trawler that's just beating. Do I even want to do this? Are there goods in here? Whatever. That's pretty good. Beamaloy says I sub and resub because of those times you give advice. You helped me by explaining CV's resumes 2 years ago, and now I'm working my favorite company ever. Man, hell yeah. I'm delighted to hear that. Because a lot of people blow at making resumes. They're so bad. Cloudburst 013. Guess what? 3rd time's a charm. Cloudburst 013, you don't receive a ban whatsoever. Nor do you, the Yak Lives. But guess what? We might not be so hospitable. I can't believe there has been so many consecutive gifting of 5 subs. Thank you, Yak Lives. Ooh, that's a good one to nuke. Thank you, Cloudburst. Thank you. Vive! And Crazy Chris 576, who's been here for 1 billion years. Just gifted 5 subs. Same with Drenzen. Crazy Chris is at 90 months. Drenzen with the 5 gifties. Drenzen, you are like, you're at 14 if I recall correctly. Where's your name? Drenzen's someone who I feel like has been here forever, but like I was surprised at 14 is the number. Where are you, Drenzen? Or am I confusing you with another D-sub? 40 months. Okay, you're not 14, you're 40. Alright, I'm chilling at a casual 39. We're about to just smush down the goods. See you later, alligator. So with all the subs, you're buying a boat? Maybe a Ferrari? Damn right. Dude, oh my god, I do really hype shit with my cash, like put it in a 401k. Ooh. So first, let's think about what kind of opponent we're up against. We are up against someone who's running a Bant mixture. So we saw some big dudes, so this maybe makes sense. Heliod's Intervention, I think we can remove. I don't actually think I want a ton of things in here different. We might be able to remove the Birth of Meletis, because our opponent is a bit of a slower deck. Birth of Meletis is a mana fixer. You'll note we do run 25 mana, I believe. So 2 and 5 is 7, 7 and 8 is 15, 15, 16, 20. No, we do run 26 lands, so we have a good amount of ways to get there anyways. Birth of Meletis is a very good smoothing component. So if we cut that out, I think we'll have room for the Aether Gusts and the Mystic Disputes. Do we want the Dovin's Veto? I don't recall. I mean, we have the Neoforms, but I think that's it. I kind of want to try to squeeze in an Agent of Treachery. I think I'll cut a single Aether Gust from this because we saw some green, but not only green. What about the Thirst for Meaning? If I did like this, and then put in like an Elspeth? No, there's gonna be a lot on the board. So maybe I actually do want this other Aether Gust. Want Aether Gust or Dovin's Veto? No, I think I like this. I think I like this. 401k is a retirement account. That's right. The way it works is that taxes are just like totally fucking insane in terms of their how to do them in America. So if you save money for retirement, the government goes, you're okay in my book, kiddo. This hand is acceptable because we have a card draw and a play on the first 2 hands plus a scry land. Lethia says, Sean, Mel and I are about to hit our 6th anniversary. Still have the picture of us getting married and me in my Day 9 TV polo. Still super thankful for everything you've done for us over the years with advice and laughs. That makes me so happy, Lethias. Oh! Cloud Burst 013. Oh, fuck yeah. Cloud Burst says, I guess I've been subbing for 46 months. I've been watching since the SC2 days, and now that I live overseas, I get to start my days with coffee, code, and Day 9 TV. What a bastion of pleasantness. That's a nice little mixture of activities. Azul's been with my wife for 14 years this month. Married for 5. Dated when we were 18 and 19. Damn, man. That is so awesome, man. So fucking hype. was a hard one. Yeah, I have been humming Tifa's theme. I'm gonna see you play Final Fantasy VII Remake when it's out. Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, Genome TV. You know it. So this is going to be a bit of a funky-ass play. Okay. I don't care that much. I'm going to put a stop here and plan on cracking the Omen of the Sea. Probably not going to crack the Omen of the Sea. I'm probably just going to wait and then try to conquer some death with Elspeth. This requires a wee skosh of luck, but I think, you know, what are you going to do? No, I think it's still probably better. Like, I don't really care that much about this guy. I need to hit the land. Which I wouldn't have. Yeah, I'm smart, dude. I'm freaking smart. Now, if any... Oh, Deathwing says, wait, I have a sub. Thank you, whoever gave it to me in all caps, huh? Oh, Thassa. Thassa Deep Dueling. Alright, I have a thing to exile. Thassa. Oh my god, it's Thassa. Eat this. I don't foresee any burst damage coming from Filippini. I'm very excited when it comes to playing some FF7. What? I can't believe they've done this. Did you finish The Good Place? No. If anyone spoils The Good Place, you're banned from life. Unless you sub to me, in which case you're banned for 1 second. I do have the Shatter the Skies. But not here. I'm gonna snatch this. There's not enough damage to kill me on the Bard. I don't know what The Good Place is. The Good Place is the best TV show I've seen in 10 years. I mean, it's astoundingly good. It starts as what you would think is a sort of sitcom with an interesting setting and some interesting world building. And then it just goes way, way off the rails. Where can you watch it? I watch it on Hulu. You got it. Falling Noble says, I'm recently getting into Magic and have only really played aggro decks. Any suggestions for a control deck? I was thinking Simic. Honestly, like, any of those is great. I think I want the Banishing Light on the top. No, I think I play the Fabled Passage. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Whoopsie-doopsie, huh? So we hope not to crack it, but we might have to crack it. Oh no, wait! I watched it on Netflix. I'm sorry, I watched it on Netflix. It's just a really brilliant show, and it's a show that had a planned arc to end on season 4. Okay. And it ended on season 4. What are you gonna do? Oh, what a charming prince. Yeah, I know I could have stopped all this, but I don't really care. Shows that know where they're going to end are so rare. It's interesting because it's like rare in America, but it's not really rare in other places, I am learning. Apparently, a lot of television shows in a lot of other countries actually have like 1 season or 2 season arcs. They're not the American style where it's like every Wednesday at 9 p.m. again and 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 again. And I mean, I know that there's this implication. I don't think I do anything about this. There's this implication that, dude, if we have 5 seasons of a good thing, man, like, why would we want to do something different, you know? Like, I mean, people are gonna want to watch more of the blah blah thing or whatever. The blah blah thing. But I feel like you just get so much merit out of taking a show, understanding when it's going to end, and then just making the ending good, and then, like, you know, if you want to do something else, just fucking move on to another show. This deck feels incredible. You know, I know this is kind of how Korean dramas work, where they just have, like, a 22-episode single season. We allow it. A 22-episode single season, and then when it's done, the director and the writer will go off and just do another 22-episode single season of a show with some different actors and actresses. I really like that model a lot. Slick. Yeah, maybe a pair of Dream Trawlers is gonna be pretty good, huh? Have I seen Parasite yet? I still haven't. I should just do that this weekend. I'm pretty interested in this, like, anthology style thing that some shows have done, like The Terror. The Terror is, like, I mean, it's really good, but I mean, it is, like, pretty upsetting as a show. It is, like, pretty gritty and upsetting as a show. What's the Terror? The Terror. Season 1 of The Terror is amazing. And Season 2 is just a different story with the same sort of... Oh, TG. Terror was great, but it made you depressed, dude. It affected me for, like, a while. Didn't know there was a Season 2 yet. It's called The Terror Infamy. Terror Infamy. Let's play maybe one more best of 3. Maybe a second best of 3, and then let's just... see where we're at, you know? I do need to use the restroom. Let's do one more best of 3. I'll use the restroom and we'll switch to Team of Reclamation. And I just want to come back to the original goal / topic / theme of the day, which is looking at some of the top decks in the meta right now. Even though red deck wins, I won some, I lost some. I'm not particularly good at a lot of these. Almost any aggro deck. I'm not great at it. I'm definitely much more competent with some of these control versus control matchups or control versus, you know, something like a combo deck here. But the red deck wins can just, like, bash victories seemingly out of nowhere. It's so efficient to edit. But this Azorious Control deck, you can just see the continuing brewing power of Dream Trawler, Narset, Teferi, Elspeth Conquers Death. Just that package of cards is so strong. Kingdom was dope. Oh, Kingdom is a beautiful TV show. It's so beautiful. Let's briefly talk about the matchup, though. We're up against the Jeskai Fires deck, which plays Fires of Invention, and then on turn 5 tries to play multiple Cavaliers in order to spend all the mana that was not spent because of Fires of Invention, giving both those Cavaliers charge. You just have these enormous burst damage turns that are very, very quite so scary. This deck has, as far as I'm concerned, like all the answers for this, though. The list that I was playing that was Seth Manfield's Jeskai Fires list had Metamize Prophecy, which is the 1 in a blue saga that lets you scry 2, then name a card. There it is. I'm nuking this, man. That card is incredibly good. Scry 2, choose a name. When you cast the spell, draw 2 cards. Not when the spell resolves. Just on cast, man. I'm gonna get the blue, even though I have like all white spells. It just allows the Jeskai Fires list to have just 2 extra cards. How's Jeskai Fires doing in the meta? I think the 4 Metamize Prophecy is just busted good. On turn 2, you get to scry to set up your draws so you don't miss land. Take both of these, please. Yeah, lets you scry to set up your land drops. And then, on turn 4, you'll typically be casting Fires of Invention or the Sphinx of Foresight. Alright, well this kind of blows, but we can still make it work. Here's a Plains, never be the sames. We have so many Elspeth Conquers Death, man. So many Shatter the Skies. Yeah, see, the fact that I got rid of Metamize Prophecy, preventing the scry, is a great way to screw over this deck. This is the sort of counter that I would not make unless I... May as well. I would not make unless I had played this deck more. Do I have a favorite color combo? I'm really partial to Naya as of late. I'll just go ahead and send this one back.
I am not this.
No lands in the hand. Probably no Fires of Invention either. I mean, I like Naya because lifelink I just think is a really fantastic and fun.
That's more like it.
Thing. I really like lifelink. I really like huge things. I really like blowing stuff up. We'll be trying to make another Naya control deck at some point. I was trying Deathwing. I was trying to do the Naya Merriment, and it's okay. I mean, it uses Archon of Sun's Grace, but like every deck just turbo shits on it. Get thee gone.
I won't let you win.
Plus,
I've got
play this. Click.
My prowess is all the thoughtfulness before action.
Absorption. I feel like this is a good example of both the strength of this deck, look at how little the Jeskai Fires has gotten to do, but also some of the weak points. Without a Dream Trawler, we don't really do anything. You know what I'm saying? We really don't do a lot. I don't think we're going to let that one resolve. No, we should have let it resolve because my opponent would have drawn 3 and then had to put 2 on the top of the deck. I'm making such a big mistake. How embarrassing. For any of you who don't know why I'm freaking out, this says when it enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards, then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. With Narset out, my opponent can't do that. So if my opponent like discards the whole hand here, as my opponent might do. Yep, see, discarded the Sphinx of Foresight. Yeah. Discard the Birth of Meletis.
Here goes nothing.
Day 9 conquers death. Exile this so it doesn't deal the damage. We still lack a Dream Trawler in the hand, but we can cast Shatter the Sky at instant speed. Do I even have any dudes in the bin? Crap. Sure. Parm, do you think this deck would be a T0 if Teferi here of Dominaria was still in rotation? I mean, dude, that I don't know. I mean, probably. You probably just wouldn't run the Dream Trawlers, you just run more Teferis. I mean, Teferi here of Dominaria is very good, man. Your opponent can't do anything next turn. Suck it. Okay, so I am first going to play the Omen of the Sea. No, no. We're looking for a good old Dream Trolley, friends. Woo! And then I'm going to send this one back to the front. Gotcha. Ding 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 ding. Alright, we lost. Just kidding. We're never going to lose now. We're going to annoyingly, lightly, gently ping. Okay, you didn't have to do that at that speed, but, you know, if that's what you want to do, that's what you get to do. Let's take a peek, see what's on top. Nothing. We're going to plus so we can Shatter the Sky in case of emergency. We're also going to go ahead and exile this. We still have enough mana to stop with Skophos. Alright, we have... Eventually, we get around to killing him. Why do we not put the island on the bottom? I'm not even paying attention, Ang. This is an unlosable game situation. We have, like, every shutdown card in the deck. Draws 3, has to discard 2. But Narset shuts that down. So what we're going to do is we're going to calmly invite...
Oh, I've done the hero thing before. I'm known for my excellent timing.
Have as many of those as you want. What's his face is I want to play blue-white control, but it would take 2/3 of my wild cards to make. Yeah, it's up there in the pricey categoricals. Okay, let's make some decisions. We don't need these Birth of Meletises, probably. I don't know about Thirst for Meaning after we've cut the Birth of Meletises. Banishing Light deals with enchantments. Heliod's Invention deals with enchantments. Aether Gust deals with enchantments. Narset is just an absolute beating in this matchup. This kills at sorcery speed, so I think it's actually not good enough. Mystic Dispute. Do I want another Mystic Dispute? Maybe I can cut one Shatter the Sky if I'm really slowing this bird down. I don't want to cut too many Shatter the Skies. When is Elspeth Planeswalker appropriate to summon? In the mirror matchups, in very slow, control-y, grindy matchups. Especially excellent in those. Do I even want a Dovin's Veto? I'm gonna. This is a boarding of indecision. I'm gonna use restroom. The best part about washing your hands in the restroom is looking in the mirror and then going... Not drying hands? Are you kidding me? We wash the hands and we... Yeah. Sphinx of Foresight is such the perfect card in this deck. I think Sphinx of Foresight plus Metamized Prophecy is busted. Well, I shouldn't say busted. It's so good because it permits you to keep one lander hands all the time. Hippie says Historic has been a little disappointing to me, though. It's turned into Teferi, the tribal format. That's a pretty funny comment. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I mean, I have heard wildly good things about Pioneer. I remember I asked Cedric Phillips at Mythic Championship 7, I was like, hey, Cedric, how is Pioneer? And he says, it's the best thing to happen to Magic in ages. It's just so good. It's absolutely insanely good. He said it's good in about 15 different ways. And not in any ways that contributed more meaning on top of it. Just like, it's so good. It's unbelievable. It's the best thing to happen to Magic in so long. It's just remarkable. It's like fucking piling more and more and more and more. It's so good.
I have a plan.
I mean, I guess we just Banishing Light. This seems like what I gotta do. You love to see it. Okay, so we now know that our opponent does not have Fires of Invention. So we can, I think, comfortably bounce this.
Don't worry, I got you.
Just slow the game down. One threat is going to get played per turn-ish. Could be the same thing again. So why is Pioneer the best thing to happen to Magic? Well, basically, Standard is the very tumultuous, always ever rotating. What do I want to do here? I think we should do this. My opponent will have to bonk this, and this gives me the ability to keep the absorbs or the Thassas up. And then I'll have a target for this thing. So, Standard's constantly changing, constantly changing, constantly changing, constantly changing. And one of the best things about Magic can also be one of the things that makes that speed of rotation harmful. One of the best things about Magic is that you get emotionally tied to cards and deck styles. For instance, Zakama Primal Mama, I still dream about. I miss you, Zakama. Ooh. Oh, whatever, I'll just do this now. Get out of here. Love Zakama Primal Mama. Love her so much. And so the idea of an eternal format is that you pick a date and you say from this date forward, all the cards are legal. More or less. I mean, that is a gross oversimplification, but I like things that are gross. Alright, we're gonna hang on to all that. Okay. This.
Meditate and prepare.
Elspeth conquers death is powerful. After my opponent's drawn, I'm going to Aether Gust. So, you know, things like Legacy, which is more or less all the cards that have ever been released, it just has all this complexity and depth and richness and insanity going on with it. Oh, farts. Farts and farts. That could be bad. But it could also be fine. We're going to have 2 Elspeth Conquers Deaths out anyways. And there's just not enough mana to do anything. We the best. So, Legacy started to, which was all the cards ever, basically, with some exceptions. Magic changed quite a bit in the first few years. So Modern is like all the cards since like 2003. We're going to get the Narset out because we see 1 Cavalier of Flame.
I train every day. No one is more prepared than me.
We're going to Elspeth this 1 Cavalier of Flame. Okay.
Hone your prowess.
I'm actually gonna get the very cool. So Modern I think is 2003 forward, and so Modern doesn't quite have some of the most extreme cards that are in Legacy, but it's got a lot of cool cards in it, right? It's got a lot of dope ass shit. Narset, discard your hand. Boy. Boy, that just sucks for that dude.
Keep an open mind.
Trust me. You'll thank me later. No, I am not making this up as I go.
Anyways. See, a Modern was is a super popular format. Doesn't quite have the superpower cards in Legacy. Boy, this sucks. Assault coming. Doesn't quite have the superpower cards of Legacy, but again, it had this nice feel of like all these different ideas and all these super strong cards and all the possibilities therein. People really liked. People really like Modern. People love Modern. But as more and more cards... Yeah, welcome back. As more and more cards are coming in, and as these eternal formats are just getting more stable, people are honestly kind of finding that there's issues with Modern. There are struggles, aspects they maybe don't like, maybe qualities to Modern that they wish would be different, and so on and so forth. But it's kind of hard to... Okay, Narset into Narset. Seems like a fair deal. We're going to do this just in case we have a counterspell here. And if people figure out some really good styles in Modern, with people figuring out a lot of cool styles in Modern, I am going to play this Narset in case there's a Gales. A lot of really powerful styles and decks and builds in Modern, like, you know, it can feel stagnant, it can feel a little stale, it can kind of feel samey. And so the idea of doing something like Historic or Pioneer is just trying to create a new format with just a different cutoff point. Because I think, does anyone know the date for Pioneer? Is Pioneer everything 2012 and forward? It has like no new Phyrexia in it or some shit. That's like the last set that isn't part of it. Return of Ravnica, nice. And, you know, like Phyrexian mana is, instead of paying, you know, if this were 2 Phyrexian blue and X, instead of paying 2 blue, I could just pay 2 life per Phyrexian mana.
Meditate and prepare.
Let's try this.
Problem with Phyrexian mana is that it breaks everything. Because now you can have something that's 1 and 2 Phyrexian black, and every deck can run it. Because it's just 1 colorless mana and 4 life. That is what the card says. Dude, Heliod's Intervention is just fucking disgustingly good. Can you use Dream Trawler's ability if it's already tapped? Yes, because it's an effect. Discard a card is the price. Dream Trawler gains hexproof until end of turn. Tap it is the effect. So you just tap the tap thing and then... Yep. You're gonna win with tap. Dun, dun, dun.
That's more like it.
I'm gonna play this. This is just, it's just such efficient control, man. It's just so incredibly efficient. Shouldn't we put 2 Castle Vantris in the list? That does feel a little risky. It feels like 2 Fabled Passage or 2 Castle Vantris. The reason I say it feels risky is that if we look at this list, we're doing a lot of on-curve stuff, and this comes in tapped a lot. This always comes in tapped. This sometimes comes in tapped, but we can always force it not to. This comes in tapped sometimes. And if I had 2 more lands that are coming in tapped sometimes, feel a little uncomfortable about that. Moreover, I have almost never seen a spot where I would not just want to use my mana with other things.